Raj and Sean, it's Cletus time. We changed our logo. Just kidding, we didn't change any logo. We still have the same Southern soul, but these other brands have me so riled up that it's like a wet hen out in the rain. I'm gonna keep on cooking with my Southern country soul. These other brands, they lost their homey feel, their country soul, and they look like they're ready to serve hipster burgers and avocado toast. But today we're gonna make something it's so good, make a bear awake from hibernation. And I also have a big announcement at the end of the video, but we're gonna make some Charleston shrimp and gravy, and I'm gonna serve that over some grits. But let's get to the Cletus Cookhouse and let's get to cooking. Welcome to Cletus Cookhouse. Today we're making Charleston shrimp and grits. I ain't never had it before, but this was something that was recommended to me, so I'm going to go ahead and make it. What we're going to need is we're going to have to cut up this green pepper. We're going to need some onion. At the end of it, we're going to need some green onion on there. I got the chicken stock. I got some garlic in here. I got some salt. I got the recipe down below. But make sure you like and subscribe. But let's get to cooking with it. Behind me, I got some bacon sizzling away. And I'm going to get all that good bacon grease. And then after that bacon grease, we're going to make a roux, which then we're going to make the gravy. We're going to put the shrimp on it. So while the bacon's cooking, what you're going to do is get you a knife. And then you're going to take the bell pepper. What I usually like to do is just cut the top off. Just like that. And then go around on the inside. And just pull all the seeds out. You want to put those seeds aside. And then from there, we just cut up bell pepper. Looks like we want to cut it up kind of small. Now with the onion, one thing that I learned on internet videos from Gordon Ramsay is you can take the onion, you can cut it in half, and then when you take out the outer layer off, we're going to leave it like this, and we're going to dice it like this. The reason being is this going to hold together while we dice it up. So we got this, and you see it's still attached. What we're going to do is cut down, but not cut all the way to the core. So we're going to cut just before the core. So you can see, I'm cutting, but I can still hold it together. We're going to do a couple of cuts like that. And then next we're going to take it, we're going to cut into it. Just in two places. And then now when we dice down, you get lots of nice onion dices. Just like that. I know it's kind of hard to see on camera because it's nice little onion dices. Let's go ahead and get that diced up. It gives plenty of time for our bacon to cook. So then once that gets to cooking, we're going to go over there. So come on over and let's get to cooking. What I'm going to do is I got this bacon cooked up. I'm going to go ahead and get this bacon off. Put that aside. And then we got the bacon grease in here. Now we're going to add some butter in here. And with that butter, it's going to get the bacon grease and butter all mixed together. What we're going to do is we're going to take our flour, put our flour in there, this is making a roux, we gotta make sure it gets all good and cooked around. Now, some of my other gravies I make here, I make the gravies and I get it to where it's lightly brown. Where this one, where it says to cook a little bit more until it's more brown. Now it looks like we need some more butter in there. It's looking a little dry. So and then give this a few minutes. Once we get this nice and brown, there we go. I like the way that looks a lot better. Just keep on scraping the bottom. And in the other pan here, if you're curious, I'm cooking up some grits. You're gonna have the shrimp and gravy on top of grits. And then I'm gonna probably even do a video in the future, but just about grits. There's so many things you can do with them. Get those nice and cooked and stirred up there. And then this is starting to brown up nicely. After you get this browned up, what you're going to do is take your onions and peppers. We're going to start cooking those in there. Go ahead and get those all mixed around. Now we're going to let all this cook for about 5 minutes and then come back, and I'll come back in 5 minutes and I'll show you what it looks like when we got it all nice and cooked down. All right, this has been cooking about 5 minutes. You can see that the onions are nice and browned up. Once we kind of get all that, that's when we add in all your shrimp. Mix those guys around. We're just going to cook the shrimp just a few minutes, just until it's nice and pink. And then at the same time we got all that mixed around, I'm going to put in the garlic and the salt. Mix that around too, make sure that gets all nice and mixed up. So all those flavors kind of mixing all together. And even though I never had this before, I'm kind of excited about trying it. We're going to let this cook about 2-3 minutes. And then I'll turn up the heat a little bit because it ain't even doing nothing. Let this cook 2-3 minutes, and then we'll come back and we'll put in the stock and we'll finish it up. But just let's give it a few minutes. All right, we gave it a few minutes. You can see that the shrimp is nice and cooking up there. We don't want to overcook the shrimp. The overcooked shrimp becomes rubbery. Once we kind of get it to a good point there, kind of partially cooked but not fully cooked, what we're going to do is we're going to just take this chicken stock there, go ahead and mix that in, turn up the heat, and then this is where the recipe says that mix it all together, and then add in a little bit more flour to kind of make it more gravy-like. Go ahead and add in some flour. And then just like I know with other gravies, don't be in too much of a rush. So that's how you get your gravy magic, just by letting it slowly cook. I can already tell this is nice and thickening up. Oh yeah, that's looking really good. don't think we'll need any more flour after that. Let everything get all kind of nice and mellow together. Be perfect time to check on my grits here. Those all mixed around. Yeah, it smells really good too. Yeah, that's nice and thickening up. On a nice gravy there. And then as a topping, go ahead and crumple up the bacon on top of the shrimp there, because I'm gonna call this one just about done. Okay, everything is kind of cooked together. Got the shrimp all nice and cooked up. Do is get me some grits right here. Of course, I gotta have cheesy grits. A nice bowl of grits like that. Nice base in the bottom. And then get some this on top, the shrimp and gravy. It looks so good. It smells so good too. And then let's get a fork, and then let's go over there and also tell you my big announcement. Now, the last thing I want to do on here is to say chop up some green onions. Take about a handful or so. Sprinkle them over your plate. First, we're going to try this. Make sure I get some grits and some shrimp and some gravy. That is so good. My big news is I'm working on a free ebook for y'all. 5 of my favorite recipes. Got some grits, got some biscuits and gravy, and pancakes and that. So go ahead and like and subscribe. See down below. As usual, I'll have the recipe in there. But thank you all for watching so much, and I'll see you next time.